Oh my gosh, I'm scrolling through Netflix because it's my day off. This logo popped up on my motherfucking screen. Basically, this logo is for a very small production company that makes a bunch of their films here because the CEO of that company is, I guess, from Petaluma. Made a variety of like really shitty films, A California Christmas and A California Christmas 2, both of which were shot in Petaluma. Last year, he came out with a show on Freevee called Casa Grande, which was also shot in Petaluma. It was not about the high school, though. Weird choice if it's not about the high school, but that's besides the point. The point is he had a small premiere for it, like where they played the first 3 episodes, like, and cut them together like a movie. By cut them together, I just mean that, like, when it faded to black, they, like, cut to the first shot of the next episode. They didn't do anything remotely creative with that. I went to the premiere with my sister and my bestie, and the show...
No papers. That is correct.
Okay. I don't know what to do. They're coming for your son.
Wow, what a horrific piece of media. I knew the second that I saw this was in frickin' Sonoma, I knew this man was gonna have something to do with it. Today, you're gonna get my live reaction to this god-awful piece of media as someone who, 1, grew up in Sonoma, and 2, built a life for myself in San Francisco because that's where I went to college. Yeah. The plot of this film is that main character girl is a graphic designer at an agency in San Francisco. She's built a life for herself. She is the assistant to the main graphic designer, and she gets fired. Like, literally directly after she gets fired, she goes home, finds out her boyfriend is cheating on her, and then falls down the stairs and breaks her foot. Because of this, she moves back in with her mom in Sonoma. Her mom basically expert level manipulates the situation so that she will go to a couple's cooking class with her. So they're taking the cooking class at the restaurant. She meets Matias. He's like, ooh, so exotic Spaniard. And she's totally not rocking with it until she is. And then we just have like a bunch of like painfully awkward conversations between the actors that's like looks really uncomfortable, scenes of them cooking that last way too long, and then they finally like end up liking each other, and then they fuck. In all of these films they have a scene where they fuck, and there's like specifically a shot of her boobs or like her taking off her shirt. After they fuck, though, her ex-boyfriend, whose name is Richard, pulls up out of nowhere and is like, I want you back, blah. And then also Matias's girlfriend from Spain, Irina, shows up and is like, I want you back. And you think there's gonna be conflict, but this movie is literally so painfully boring. So it like lasts for 5 seconds and then it's over. Matias is going back to Spain, so she runs to the airport and like stops him from going to Spain. She reveals to him that she applied to grad school in Spain, so she's going to grad school in Spain. And yeah, that's the end of the movie. That's Amor? Oh no, I'm scared. Okay, before we continue, I'd just like to mention, I think it's kind of weird that this film is called That's Amor, because That's Amor sounds like a reference to the famous Dean Martin song, That's Amore.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore.
If your title is like mentioning a famous Italian song, why is your main character Spanish? We're mixing up our Europeans, bruh. Was it originally supposed to be Italian, but then no Italian people or people who could do an effective Italian accent show up to the casting audition? Or does this Ali guy just have like a hatred for Hispanic people specifically? I've enlisted the help of my sister.
He was in the last one, 100%.
Which was the last one?
In Casa Grande.
There's no way he was in Casa Grande.
Bruh.
This man has a different, mildly racist accent.
Well, between you and me, it's a pretty simple dish.
Yeah, well, many of the old recipes began with the simplest of ingredients because it was all that people could afford at the time.
I don't know. I think IHOP kind of crushes it with the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity breakfast.
You're telling me IHOP that puts pancake batter in their eggs to make them fluffier is better than a pan-fried egg?
I have a job to do. You do yours.
Papa, Matias was born with no huevos.
I'm not even Hispanic.
We're
this-
Hispanic adjacent.
This is giving, but abuela, the tortillas.
They're supposed to be Spanish though, so you can't be like.
it's giving. I love paella España. I don't really know anything about Spain.
Spanish. What's wrong with that? Spanish men are players, Mom. Everybody knows that.
We've watched multiple things by this man before, and we have not seen a single film of his that doesn't have racism in it.
I gotta call you back. Okay?
If I see your face again, I will call immigration.
I think she was afraid that I could actually survive without her.
This is what happened when he was in the audition studio. Okay, wait, you hold it now. It was this. He's like, my name is Anzea Gonzalez, and I'm here for the role of Matthias. And they're like, oh, okay, can you put on a Spanish accent for us? And he's like, okay, yeah. Oh no, main character girl name, don't be like that. And they're like, no, more though, more. And he's like, oh.
My favorite part is when he's all like,
Your chickens have fingers, and now they're getting dressed on the ranch, right?
It's 2024. Well, this was made in 2022.
"Who gives a?"
But it's literally, it's this time now that is now. Why are we still doing this? Like, this is literally like that show on Disney Channel that's like just every single stereotype about Hispanic people living in America ever.
Sensual experience that there is.
Sensual. Yes, it's like licking whipped cream off of boobies.
Who wrote that? We just looked up what this man actually sounds like.
No, except it is not like creme brulee. Creme brulee is like it. I did not expect Irina to come here. Buenas noches, ladies.
But I kind of want to start where you guys met, because that is fascinating to me.
They told him to Spanish it up. They said, turn that up. Turn it up.
This is the graphic design.
Oh, this looks,
They didn't even try. They didn't even get a... What is with the doo-doo caca smear behind it? Not... These things are separate. They are not connected at all. This, like, they slapped that on top of... They're like, green circle. Adobe stock photo. That's slapped on top of this. This is slapped... No connection. What's the color palette? Why is it like that? If I turned that in, I would get flamed. They would be like, what is this? You're literally a senior. What is this? That's like, ooh, it's my first day in Adobe Illustrator. Get out.
What would you rate this movie out of 10?
I actually use Letterboxd, so it's out of 5.
Okay, whatever.
so
Fucking film, bro.
I would give it a half. No, okay, we watched the whole thing. I'm gonna give it a 1.
A
and
1.
a half.
What's your justification?
There were some funny parts that made me go, but most of it made me want to kill myself. This is literally like those TikTok videos where it's like, I'm a city girl and I gotta move back to the country, and this man who makes food, and I just need to reconnect with myself because I feel so lost and I don't know who I am. But this exotic man from España can help me.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up my thoughts as well. Don't watch this movie. Or do if you want to be really mad about something.
Itchy.
Okay.